Hi, I'm Saskia de Groof. I work in Brussels as the Deputy Director of the P&V Foundation, which is a foundation of public utility fighting social exclusion of young people. And I've worked on the KEEP project as the leader of Work Package 1, which is the situational review. And that report identified the main challenges that partner countries' education systems have faced in recent years since the pandemic. Well, during the COVID-19 crisis, the digital divide was intensified. And therefore, with the foundation, we launched the Linking Youth Up project right after the first lockdown. And with that project, we wanted to bridge the digital divide among socially vulnerable young people by giving new computers to 1,300 youngsters through social organizations. So when France Éducation International asked us if we wanted to be a partner in the KEEP project, we of course were immediately very enthusiastic, because it makes it possible to look at this issue of the digital divide from the point of view of education. And we were really interested to see how schools and teachers coped and tried to reach out to socially vulnerable young people. As a small foundation, we always like to work in partnerships because you can learn a lot from the exchange of ideas and confrontations with other ways of thinking and doing. So also for this project, it was very instructive to have this comparative perspective in addressing the COVID crisis in education and the digital divide. And of course, on a personal level, it was really fun and enriching to meet so many engaged people from different countries. Well, I knew, of course, that there are many differences in European education system, but what struck me most was the different starting positions schools and teachers had in different countries, even in Belgium. Although we might be in the digital age, many schools did not appear to be using a digital platform. Many teachers did not have the appropriate tools, and many students did not have digital devices or enough competences. And then, of course, it is very difficult to make that switch to distance learning overnight. And on the other hand, there are also a lot of schools who can be a real role model to others. Even with small steps or simple tools, it was possible to keep students engaged in their learning process. Unfortunately, because of the health restrictions, we didn't have the chance to see each other as often as we would have wanted. So in fact, we experienced what teachers and students experience during remote education, with a lot of digital encounters, which is of course a very convenient way to discuss and make decisions, but is also more tiring than face-to-face contacts. So we were very happy to finally organize a couple of physical consortium meetings, to really get to know each other and have some fun activities together as well. We even created a WhatsApp group to post all our pictures and tips and tricks of the cities we visited.